Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, you guys. I want to put out a response video to a video the ticket put out yesterday in regards to Skip Bayless. Once again, feeling like he can exercise his white supremacist slash overseer complex, over black people, in regards to, telling black people how to react to getting called the N word. Well, first of all, I saw, and listened to the snippets of him speaking on that subject. One, he contradicted himself. He's saying, well, I'm not black, so I don't know how it feels to be called that word. But then he tells black people how they should react when getting called that word. First of all, um, I put out a video a few months ago, maybe back in December, regarding that whole should white people use the N word. And I stand by that statement. Under no circumstances should white people ever use the N word around black people. I don't care how many black friends they have or whether black people tell them it's okay with them to use that word around it. First of all, if you a black person, and I don't care if you a sub to my channel, if you a black person that let a white person call you a nigga and you don't put them in a place and you don't have a problem with that, something is wrong with you. You need to look at yourself. And you're a fucking idiot. And take it however you want. I don't give a fuck how cool he is to you and all that shit. You sound stupid as fuck, or should I say, you look stupid as fuck when you go out in public and you walking around with a white guy and he calling you nigga and all that stuff. And as a white guy, you look stupid as fuck using the N word. Because whether you like it or not, you ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that swag. You ain't got that coolness. You look ridiculous and you sound stupid. It's just something to it where whether you like it or not, whether I don't have to explain to y'all that how come we can say it but you can't. We don't owe you an explanation like I've been saying for the longest. It's just that simple. You know, that's the thing. But anyway, getting back to the subject at hand. Now, as far as Skip Bayless go, Skip Bayless is the typical white man that feel like, or should I say, he's been raised to feel like he's over black people and that he's a step above them, and he feel like he can tell them how they can conduct themselves, which that's how a lot of white people are raised to think that everybody is beneath them and that they got that right to come tell pretty much black people how to conduct themselves, how to walk, how to talk, how to eat, how to breathe, how to shit, how to, pretty much do everything because they feel like they're superior. They're far superior. So he just has that slave master mentality. Now, let me explain something to you. Don't come on here and say, well, Skip Bayless says that using the N word is ugly and he doesn't, use the N word and all that type of shit. I'm going to tell you something. And this is the honest to God truth. Y'all can take it however you want. There ain't no motherfucker, and I mean no motherfucker, that's walking the planet Earth that has never used some type of racial slur towards any other race, whether it's intentional or accidental. There ain't no motherfucker walking around on planet Earth that ain't used some kind of racial slur towards another race. Whether you were younger or whether you're older and you intentionally use it, which all I got to do is just continue to watch YouTube. So let's cut the shit about that. You know, one of the things about people on YouTube, they play these games like I don't do stuff like that. Look, Skip Bayless doesn't have to use the N word to not be a racist. You know, people have provided several hints and clues on his attitude. His attitude is racist. He has the attitude that a lot of dudes on YouTube have, particularly guys like Fig Newton, who running around YouTube trying to tell black people how to run their page and what to talk about on their page. And if it isn't to his liking, he want to put a certain label on you. That's what that's what you call having a superiority complex. You can't tell a motherfucker, especially a motherfucker that's black like me, what content to have on my channel. But he goes around doing that. He runs from every black channel, critiquing everybody's channel on how they supposed to talk and what subjects they supposed to talk about. Like he had it right. Fuck him. But I'm just saying, he's one of the many people that walk around here having that attitude. Listen up, little black man. This is what you're supposed to talk about on your channel. Well, I don't like what you're talking about. You have some kind of agenda. I don't have no kind of agenda. I'm just talking about what the fuck I want to talk about because this is my shit. But you have guys like that that exist. But part of the problem is you have, niggas on here that give these guys the okay to think they can do that. I'm gonna talk about that in the next video about how, what role niggas is playing in this whole shit, with white guys. You gotta understand, one of the reasons why white people think they can come at black people any way they want to is because they always had that one black guy that, you know, agrees with everything they say and say, yeah, boss, you know, you can, yeah, you're right, you know, because I saw that when I first got on YouTube. I saw a lot of these dudes in channels, I ain't gonna say they names, that was sitting up letting these clowns come on their channel and disrespect them to the fullest and not say nothing about it. But then when they tried to pull that shit with me and I started putting these motherfuckers in their place, then of course, they vilified me, made it look like something was wrong. What, you're talking to me like that? You're responding to me in that manner? Yeah, you motherfucking right. Cause you ain't above me. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna never be. You thought you was, but you wasn't. So y'all gotta understand how that works. It's systematically. This is something that been going on for the last, 400 years. The slave master mentality and the house nigga mentality. A lot of these guys feel like they had, a lot of these white guys on here feel like they have the slave master mentality. So they can tell you what to do. And then they always have one or two, house niggas, sort of like with Quentin Tarantino and Samuel L. Jackson. Then you get these other cats on here, the white guy that has one black friend that, oh yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you call me a nigga. Yeah, you use the N-word around me. Well, not in front of me. Don't walk up to me and say, what's up, my nigga, and you white. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, you catch me, depending on what mood you catch me in, I may ask you nicely not to refer to me in that matter, or I may aggressively ask you not to refer to me in that matter. But anyway, like I said, Skip Bayless, he think because he worked with Stephen A. Smith, he have the right to even speak on this subject, but he doesn't. Because like he said himself, he don't know what it's like to be black. Unless you born this way and you look black, or should I say unless you born black, you will never understand. And you can bleach your skin all you want. You can do whatever you want to take, whatever it takes to alter your appearance. You can bleach your skin, you still gonna always be seen as a nigga. Straight up. If you ain't born black, you ain't gonna never understand. And stop trying to understand. And stop saying you can understand where somebody coming from, because no, you will never understand. Because I don't see too many cases where you got white cops beating the shit out of, you know, white guys. I don't see too many cases where unarmed white men are getting shot down by, black cops. Some of the cases have been black cops versus black people, but most of the time it's been white cops gunning down black guys. So, you know, so please stop it with the bullshit. And no, Skip Bayless is a fucking idiot. He's not black. He will never be black. And he will never understand, no matter how much he tries to pretend he does. And if you, man, and to anybody listening to this that's black or non-black, particularly non-black, you will never understand what it's like to be black. Just like I will never understand what it's like to be Mexican or Asian or Arab or Indian from India, you know. So don't act like you understand what it's like to be black, because you don't. Never will. I'm out.